Meet you.
Well, good to meet you.
So excited to meet our first first hero. That's awesome.
And it's right over here.
Perfect. Well, maybe you can quickly, as a first thing, just hold it in the camera so I can give you a little. Wait, how?
Well,
As
thank
good
you
as
for
you
the
can.
celebration.
That's the little celebration. Yeah, we would have loved to have you here, but well, like this, you have to imagine it's a big party with confetti.
It's already being a great Thursday, so I'm happy for my party.
Perfect, amazing. Yes, that's really great that you had the time to have a short chat with me. As I said, I will just record this meeting if that's fine for you, so we can maybe use it for social media. Awesome. And I'll just have a few questions and you just answer ahead, and like we just look how your journey was and how you actually managed to do this insane thing which we would have never expected to happen so fast. So you were faster than we were actually. So that's really
I saw Carsten wrote that a couple of months ago that you hadn't actually planned for someone reaching it so fast, and I read it and I thought, challenge accepted.
And then you did it and you proved us wrong. So that's great. We love it. We absolutely love it. That's awesome. So actually, yes, that leads me to the first question. How does it feel to be the first one actually having reached level 10 in morning score?
Proud.
Yeah.
I mean, my certificate is worth it.
That's awesome.
And business wise, it just shows that gamification works, because that was what was appealing to me. It was, I used it a lot before that, but when you started with the missions and the levels and all that, well, you start becoming a child again.
Yeah, that's awesome. So that kind of helped you to stay motivated and like even more ambitious.
Exactly. And I also had a friend who uses morning score, and we started competing internally.
That's awesome. And you won.
Yeah, he started backing out. He didn't want to play when I reached level 5, I think, and then I thought, well, then I'll just reach level 10 alone.
I can do it on my own. Well, nice, and show everybody else that it's possible.
Exactly.
Definitely. So so this gamification aspect in general, what do you think about that?
I love it. It appeals to me because I work professionally with SEO also, and it actually helps me keep focus. And it helps me do the tasks that are somewhat dull, that needs to be done, but no one really wants to go through all the meta descriptions and title tags and all that. But when you have it and it's a form of gamification, you actually get it done.
Nice. That's great to hear. That's how it should be. Definitely.
Exactly.
And how would you in general describe your journey with morning score from the start, where I don't know exactly where did you start with what, like, because you do it for I cannot pronounce it right.
Canem.
Canem, yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's the only project basically you're working with.
That's the only project I work on with the Morning Score. I work professionally with SEO, with clients, and I use other tools for that primarily. The reason actually we fell for Morning Score was, I think it was in 17 or 18. I was at a SEO event in Bigum in Copenhagen, where Morten Vadskær came and told about it. And he explained how it was easy to use and intuitive. And then I talked to my then girlfriend, now wife, about it, and she wanted to be able to, how do I say, she wanted to be in the loop. And then some of the tools that I used were too advanced for her, and then she not gave up, but she didn't want to use the time to really understand it, and she fell in love with Morning Score because of the easy interface, and it's easy to explainable, and it's easy to go to. And I don't know if you know a Shoporama shop system. It's also really simple to use. So the combination of having Morning Score that's really easy to use and that explains it very good, and Shoporama is a really good fit. You actually made a video with for
yeah,
it was 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah. It was a little bit of time, ahead.
Yeah, before all the boring Corona stuff and all that.
Exactly. Exactly, nice. Yeah, that already there. It was quite impressive to see the achievements, and then it even grow more.
It started becoming really fun, and then the gamification came into it, and yeah. I loved spending time on it, and it really helps me. Morning School helps me because it's, how do I say, it's a side project for me because I work with professionally, so it helps me to, or it forces me to use the time that I need to use on her shop.
Nice, that's great. So you stay motivated in that sense as well.
Exactly, and
yeah. And if you compare it back, like when you started out, like the site was pretty not really found, I guess, or like how was that?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And then it's just started picking up from there, and then we got more and more visitors and more visitors, and it's great. And then we use some of the functions to find, of course, keywords and all that. And one of the things we have focused on is our blog. We like to become an expert in our field, and it's been really helping us with that. I know that's one of your questions further down the road, but what are we most proud of? It's actually not one SEO result. It's more that people call us and ask us questions related to dogs and cats that they feel that we are in a position that we should be able to answer, even though we're shocked. I mean, why doesn't my cat and dog get along? And kind of questions that fall out of our realm, but they assume that because we have so much good content on our side that we also know that. And then my wife is a breeder of dogs, so she knows most of the answers. But it's a compliment that people actually call us and ask us questions that fall out of our realm.
Definitely, that shows that you kind of reached a certain expert status, which always is awesome for a website to have.
Exactly. I'm very happy for all our place zeros and featured snippets and place ones and all that. But I actually think that's the most thing we're most proud of is the whole that people actually view us as an expert.
That's really great.
And then, of course, also if you Google in Danish the world's ugliest dog, that it's our dog that comes up as number one.
That's perfect. Like, I mean, somebody has to take that place, and that's great.
Exactly. My wife is not that happy about it, but
yeah, but better bad publicity than none, I would say. Or that's not bad, but like
exactly. And I mean, as you do with Morning School, we also try to do it here. And SEO, the shop, it doesn't have to be dull. It can be fun.
Yeah.
And that's what we also try to how do you say, to express through our site. That even though we sell things, we want to be expert. We also want to have a fun side to it.
Yeah.
And we do that by having the world's ugliest dog.
Definitely helps. I agree. Nice, awesome. And now we talked a lot about like what you did and so on. But what do you think were the biggest challenges throughout that journey?
Consistency. And also the long periods where everything peaks out. And I mean, in the beginning, it's a fun curve, and then you reach a point where the progression isn't that great, and it's just hanging in there. And that's one of the reasons I love Morning School, is because I can also see the competitors are not rising in the Morning School. Everyone is just at the same level. It's usually not only me that is experiencing the problems. It's everybody.
Nice, great. So that maybe that's also like, because if I ask like how has Morning School helped you then overcome these challenges, I think that's
it's given me some how do you say, in Danish, ro i maven. It makes me relax if I see my competitors have fallen because of a Google update or something, and I also fallen. Well, I take it as it is because I can see the whole niche as a whole. Whereas if I only see that I've fallen 10%, I would panic. If I see that it's global, I relax a little bit more. I still try to investigate why we've fallen and see where it's located and try to fix it. But it makes me see it in context.
Nice. Yeah, that's good, because then you think, oh, something happened to me, but actually, if it's something that you have no power over, or that's like Google is just doing something random again, then
Exactly, and also if nothing increases, and it's all standing still. If everybody's standing still, well, then it's not me. I probably I can do something, but it's having effect for nobody at the time.
Yeah, nice, great. And yeah, we already talked a little bit about it, but how did you keep yourself motivated then, keep going on, or what elements in the tool, maybe if there's anything specific, any parts or any things?
And that's where the gamification comes in, and the part where Carsten wrote, "We don't know what happens if when somebody reaches level 10."
Like the challenge accepted part, yes.
Exactly, challenge accepted. I mean, I love it logging into Morningscore and it says XP to next level, and it has a minus out of it. So because it's counting upward. So
Yeah,
that's what helped me keep going. And then also my good friend Mikkel, who was at Gym at the time,
yeah.
which you actually filmed here in Haslev as well. We competed back and forth. That was just an informal competition, but that also helped in the beginning.
Yeah. So that feeling of kind of yeah, having a competition, being able to reach some goal, and like having actually something specific to work towards too.
Exactly. I mean, I said to Carsten, maybe in version 3 something or 4, you should be able to battle against each other.
Yeah.
So you do one-on-one, who can complete the most missions or increase the most XP, and take the gamification to I mean, level up, so it's a little more competitive.
Nice. Yeah. That there's definitely lots of potential for that. So I think Karsten is also one of these people. If you give him some challenge, he tries to figure it out. So I'm sure sooner or later
Exactly.
we will have that. Nice. And what would you say have you learned during that whole process? Like
something as boring as hard work pays off.
That's great. That's a good takeaway, which we should always remind ourselves of again
And
and
then
again.
and when and that's where Morningscore really helps, when you feel like throwing in the towel because nothing is working. When you see all your competitors are experiencing the same thing, it makes you able to how do you say, pick yourself up again and then keep going, because SEO is a marathon. It's not a sprint. And that's where it helps. And I love the progression part of Morningscore in the beginning. I mean, you get XP for basically logging in, and then it gets harder and harder and harder. So you have to actually do more to get something.
Yeah. So, but you also kind of know that it will pay off, or like you get the feeling at least that it will pay off. I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's great. And if you would say, or like if do you have any tips for future Morningscore users, or yeah?
Yeah, I mean, embrace the gamification and have fun doing it. That's my main tip, because I mean, log in, have fun with it. I mean, celebrate the milestones, the XP, the level up, and take it for what it is. Because in SEO, it's one of the few programs that actually says you're doing something right, and take that to heart. And then also, that's a basic SEO strategy or SEO advice is, it is a marathon, not a sprint. So, I mean, you're not going to see results tomorrow or next week. You're going to see it in 1, 2, 3, 4 months, and keep that mindset. And then also, which Morningscore, which I also love about Morningscore, is always pick the lowest hanging fruit first. Always, I mean, use your time wisely, so you get most benefit out of it. And Morningscore, to go back to that, I'm very happy about how it shows you, if you do this, then the expected output is that, in the Morningscore wise, so you can actually see how much benefit the site will have.
Nice. That's really great. Great insights. And if you would have to describe Morningscore to somebody who has no idea, maybe also not is kind of new to SEO or to morning or to SEO tools, if if you would have to describe Morning Score.
Well, it's the fun SEO tool. It's basically how I would describe it. I mean, I would say it can do the same as other programs, but the packaging is more for beginners. It's meant to be fun. It's more explanatory. It helps you. It doesn't just tell you what the status is. It tells you how to reach the next level. So it holds your hand. It's actually for the people that want to do it themselves, and not at a certain level get the experts to do it for them. I mean, we have clients, SEO clients, where we provide example backlinks for them, and then we recommend Morning Score if they want to do it themselves, because it is easy to go to if you are interested in it, and that's also why my wife likes it, because she understands the tool. I think her exact words are the usual tools you use look so boring. Where here the whole interface is more fun. It's easier to go to. Where most of the other tools look like an old, outdated version of Excel.
That's true. Yeah, nice, cool. That's really awesome insights, and I'm really happy that you shared your insights.
Yeah, of course.
Really cool.
I'm looking forward to you opening to level 20.
Yes, definitely. Now we're motivated. So as soon as we're ready, we will free some resources to do that, and then you will be the first one probably to reach that as well.
I'm looking forward to a new challenge.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm sorry I missed the housewarming. It looked by the videos like you had a great time and a good party.
Yes, it was a great party, but I'm sure we will host another one, and
then I'll be there.
Then you'll be there, and yes, you'll be the first one to be informed when we have
the level 20 celebration.
Exactly. So there will be not chances to come and visit and see the place as well. But great. Yes, that was more or less all the questions I had and all the insights.
And if you need anything else, just hit me up. I mean, I'm
perfect.
Mostly available sometimes.
Yeah, but that's perfect. Like, I always got a reply from you, so that's amazing. And now I know.
Or some comments, just write me, and I'll get back to you.
Awesome, perfect. That's amazing. Thank you so much. And now feel free, if you want to share something on social media. Okay. You can just freely do that. We will see what we will do with this at some point. But for now, you can happily share and tag us, and also tag me or Karsten. We will be happily tagged.
Well, I will do that. I just wanted to wait till we had this little chat. So
yeah,
I think I'll just share it on Facebook with my proudest SEO moment.
Perfect. I think that sounds awesome. We would love to reshare then.
Okay, perfect. Well, great talking to you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.